Hello everyone, good day. My name is Atik and I am an aerospace engineer at the Boeing company and a final semester PhD student of mechanical engineering program at University of North Dakota in the United States as well. So in today's video, I want to share something that I haven't talked with anyone yet. This thing was actually a very life-changing events in my life that happened around 3 to 4 years ago when I just started my graduate studies at University of North Dakota. So during that time, probably I was in my second semester of my graduate study. One day, I received an email from my professor. So my professor was telling me, "Hey Atik, can you visit my office for a few minutes? Or if you are very busy working in the lab, I can meet you in the lab." At that time, I was doing an experiment with my another lab mate who was from Nepal. So I said, my professor, okay, I was busy with taking some data. If it is possible for you, because sometimes you also visit us in the lab, so just come to visit me and we can talk there. So my professor came to visit me in the lab and we are talking. I saw that when she was visiting me, she came up with some papers with her, and after observing a few minutes later, I saw that these are actually my admission documents. So my transcript, certificates, and my resume that I sent her a few months back during my admission process, along with my SOP, statement of purpose. So my professor asked me very straightforward that, "Hey Atik, are you enjoying the study, the graduate study that you are doing here?" I said that, "Well, yeah, everything going fine." Uh, but she said, "I believe that even though you are saying okay, but I believe that you are underperforming." I said, "Why? Why do you think that?" She said, "Okay, look at your resume. I can see that when you are an undergrad student, as an undergrad student, we usually do not expect anyone to publish paper. But look at your profile. During your undergraduate time, during your final year, you almost published 3 conference papers. But look at you now. You are already in your second semester, but you have just jointly published a conference paper with your another lab mate. Why this is? I believe that I am unable to provide you all the resources that you need. That's why you are underperforming. Or just make sure that I'm giving you everything. It's from your end." So that totally made me silent. I thought that, yeah, today is not a good day for me. Rather try to keep silent for a few moments and try to understand what's going on. So my professor broke the silence after 1 or 1.5 minutes. So she said that, "Hey Atik, can I tell you something? I believe that when I saw your profile and when I saw your publications that you had already, I found most of them are heavily aerospace engineering intensive, more specifically airplane intensive, because my research is heavily focused on mechanical engineering, especially rotary machine. So I assume that maybe you are not getting enough interest to do the work. Like, I know that you are a very potential boy, you have huge potentiality, but maybe this can be a reason for which you are not able to utilize your full potentiality. What do you think?" I again remained silent, but at the same time, I was thinking in my mind that, okay, maybe she is true. So after few seconds later, she again asked me, "Are you really very passionate about airplane?" And I think so. My professor was telling that I think so. I said that, yeah, I am very passionate about airplane and aerospace engineering. And she said me, "Okay, why didn't you go for aerospace engineering then?" I said that, yeah, I applied for aerospace engineering. At the same time, I applied for mechanical engineering as well. But because I was an international student, most of the professors that I applied, the project they were working as a part of their aerospace engineering program. These were funded by the government or the military. So the professor wasn't able to recruit me as a graduate student or research assistant in their lab. That is why I wasn't able to make it or secure funding there. Uh, then my professor said me one thing. Okay, I understood the situation was not in your control, but you know that my professor was telling, you know that I'm a mechanical engineering professor. My research area is structural dynamic, more specifically nonlinear dynamics. So nonlinear dynamics, structural dynamics, it has huge application in aerospace industry, more especially aeroelasticity, structural dynamics of aerospace structure. So because I am working on rotary machine right now, it's not necessary for you as a master's student to focus on rotary machine structural dynamics. You can focus, you can apply my research, or you can find out a research proposal based on your application on aerospace structure of this structural dynamics. I said that, wow, that's amazing, because aeroelasticity is very fascinating. So immediately I told my professor, okay, give me few days, I will make a research proposal and I will send it to you. Trust me, that was a really life-changing event in my life. Though I was doing okay, but this few kind words from my professor changed my entire thinking process. So I became so much motivated after that. I started making my research proposal. During that time, I made a research proposal about structural dynamics. How can I use it for airplane wing? More specifically, how I can using the structural dynamics fundamentals. How can I use the methodology of macrofiber composite to produce energy, to harvest energy from the airplane wing, and this energy, how it can be fed into the airplane low power accessories inside the cabin during the flight time, which in terms reduce the fuel pressure, fuel burn for the engine of the airplane, that essentially result in reduced fuel burn, reduced carbon print, and overall increasing efficiency of the commercial airplane. So that was a fascinating research that I did during that time. I am still now amazed to think, and this master's research significantly helped me to convince my hiring manager in the interview for both Airbus and Boeing during that time. And also after that, when I started my PhD research, now I am working on aeroelasticity investigation of biplane configuration wind turbine blade. That is also a very good application of structural dynamics. Aeroelasticity, this is a very special branch of structural dynamics. When your applied forces coming from aerodynamics load, so same structural dynamics is converted into the aeroelasticity during that time. Because for aeroelasticity, one of the condition is your applied load is coming from aerodynamics load. So it's a very good combination and very good branch of structural dynamics, where you can study not only the structural mechanics but also the aerodynamics. It's a combination of both, or closely related to fluid structure interaction, while aerodynamics load is interacting with the structural dynamics. So yeah, very fascinating. So the reason behind telling this story today, I just want to make sure that, okay, your life may not give you one chance, but life will give you always another chance to flourish yourself. Being an international student, when I was applying, I wasn't able to pursue aerospace engineering degree because I didn't get the funding. But look, my professor gave me this opportunity. She gave me the endless freedom to do work on structural dynamics related to aerospace structure. And as a good boy, good student of her, I tried to utilize this opportunity fully, and by the grace of Almighty Allah, I was able to utilize the opportunity and bring out my master's thesis, and also currently also doing my PhD. Though during my PhD, my employer, the Boeing company, is funding for my PhD, so my journey even become more easier. So yeah, life will always give you the another opportunity, second chance. So try to utilize it. And I still now believe that that day, that few moments conversation was a life-changing event in my life that gave me a new shape, new motivation in my graduate studies. And I personally believe that without your internal motivation, it's very difficult to do the graduate studies, because graduate study is really tough thing, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, especially in the field of STEM, engineering, math, science, those things. So you need to be internally motivated, and you will only internally motivated when you will do something that you really love. I am forever thankful to my professor for giving me this opportunity and being proactive and trying herself to understand my mind, what's going on in my mind, and I really appreciate it, and I am forever thankful to my professor. So this was one of the untold story of my life, that really motivated me during that time, that changed the trajectory of my life, I believe, and also that gave me the endless motivation to pursue my career in the aviation and aerospace industry. So I hope you enjoyed my discussion today. If you have any relevant question related to this, feel free to drop a comment below. I will try to answer. And I wish you all the best and very good luck for your upcoming days. Have a nice rest of the day. Bye.